like that? Okay, you got it? Okay. Stay right there. Okay, so everybody be thinking, well, as I'm doing this, what systems in Kimberly's body are working together right now for her to hold these books? Okay. Okay? Keep thinking. Are you okay? Okay, who has a thought on what systems are working together? Erica.
I think the muscular system.
Why the muscular system?
Because that's the only way you can move, really.
Okay, so what muscles, right? Her arm muscles, right? Jaden?
I think and I also thought the skeletal system.
And the skeletal system?
Yeah.
Okay. Angel?
I think also the nervous system.
Yeah. Why the nervous system?
Because it's telling you like to keep your hands out.
So do her muscles just know how to hold this book up? No, right? Her brain has to send a signal down through her body, right? And tell her muscles to sort of tense up, right? To hold them. What else? Any other systems that you guys can think of? What's Kimberly doing as she's holding this? She's breathing, right? So each of those systems has to work in order for Kimberly to be able to hold these books. What would happen if her muscles weren't working, if her muscular system wasn't working? What would happen? They would fall, right? Okay? Thank you, Kimberly. All right, so, thank you. Okay, that is homeostasis, okay? All of those parts working together for Kimberly to be able to hold these books, okay? What about if I am playing a basketball game, okay? Right? And Adrisa, let's say for example, is going for a shot. Think for a minute. What is happening in his body? What has to happen for him to be able to actually throw that ball up in the air? Lauren?
His brain has to tell him.
His brain, okay, what else? What else? Angel? His muscles, what about his bones?
Yeah.
What about his bones? What about his skeletal system?
Yeah.
Because he has to jump, right? So he's got to use those joints.
But we don't right. Some bones are like right here.
Yep. Okay, so can I have somebody read our first learning target? We should all be able to do this right now. Jisa, go ahead.
I can't explain what homeostasis is.
I can explain what homeostasis is. Okay, Jaden, go ahead.
I can write a paragraph to explain homeostasis helps your body stable.
Okay, so what do we think we're going to be doing today? Raise your hand. Allison.
Writing a paragraph.
Writing a paragraph to do what? Donovan.
It's all about homeostasis.
All about homeostasis, right? So when you get a disease or an illness, who has known someone who has gotten sick or who's had a disease or some type of illness? Raise your hand.
I have.
Just raise your hand. So when that happens, and you guys will find out about this today, that means that your body is not, it doesn't have homeostasis. It's not maintaining that balance to keep you healthy. So something, whether it's external, right, something outside of your body, or something internally, has made one of those systems not do its job properly, right? Does that make sense? Julia?
Like, so, my dad's mom, my mom's dad, he was smoking, so he got black lungs, and it was harder to have him breathe because they were black and they were small.
Right, so when you smoke, you're taking in something other than oxygen into your lungs, right? Okay, and eventually over time, what will that do to your lungs? It will destroy your lungs over time, right? So the choices that we make, guys, that each of you make every day, they affect this in your body. They affect your body's homeostasis. Exercise, right? When we did the heart rate experiment on Friday, what did you guys notice about your heart rate as you did, raise your hands, as you did the different exercises? What happened to your heart? Melissa?
Like sometimes if it's an easy exercise,
changed up my chart a little bit, but this was from Friday. So my resting heart rate, remember when I was just sitting down, was 13 beats a minute, right? So my heart, well, that was 15 seconds, right? So I had to multiply that number by 4, right? So, but that's how many, so each 15 seconds, my heart was beating 13 times, okay? So as I did these different exercises, what happened to my heart rate? What happened as I did more intense exercise?
It started increasing.
It increased. So why? Why did it increase? What does that mean about your heart? If the beats per minute, if they're increasing, it's getting faster, what does that mean your heart's doing when you're doing exercise? Think about it. Think. What does that mean? If you're counting the number of times your heart is beating, right? What does it mean if that number is going up? Miguel? It's pumping more blood, right? Because your body needs more blood and oxygen, right? Because you're doing more activity. So exercise helps your heart do its job better, right? It helps it beat faster so that it can pump more blood and oxygen to the other parts of your body. Does that make sense? Kind of? Can you put a thumb up if that makes sense? Okay. All right. So today you are going to be reading with a buddy, okay? And then when you get through, you're going to be close reading, okay? So what do we do when we close read? We haven't done this for a while, and our science down. What do we do when we close read? Someone who we haven't heard from. Jareet. Read it to what? Read it 2 times, yes. Read it twice, right? What else? Angelica. What else? Circle words that you don't know, right? Find the gist, right? Nia?
Use words around you to figure out one word.
Yeah, use context clues, right? There are going to be some words in here that you don't know, okay? There are going to be some words in here that you don't know.
A lot.
Have a conversation with your partner, Casey, all right, about what some of these words mean. Okay, when you get to the end of this, okay, is when you're going to do your paragraph, okay? But the first step is to close read, okay? Make sense? Okay, questions, comments, concerns? Lauren?
Can we keep track and write some notes down?
I would suggest, yeah, keeping notes, even making an outline could be something that could be helpful of important things you want to remember for your paragraph. Okay, Erica?
How are you going to choose a
Teacher's pick. Okay? Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I call your name, bring your cards up to me as well, and I will give you, and your partner will